Well, hello, hello. I'm on my own at the moment. Save hasn't actually joined yet. I'm not quite sure where he is, to be honest. So I think let's actually bring up. Well, I suppose I'll share the screen just so we can have something that's not just blankness. There we go. And that's randomly fallen on the Bitcoin funding rate, which look at it at the moment. Wow, that's in the negative by quite a way, isn't it? So Bitcoin at 30-minute. So could have a look at the. Let me put that on to 4-hour. Oh, I think we have a
Hello,
save with
sorry.
crypto. It's okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. I've been trying to get through to the car rental company that I've got this hire car off, and the phone rang for about like 20 minutes, and I was thinking like, okay, hopefully it will happen before 12, and it didn't.
Yeah.
and then when I finally got the guy, I thought I've got to finish with it now anyway. So no, I had to make a point of I wasn't going to take it back to Watford. I'm going to take it to somewhere here in Devon. So
Yeah.
anyway, it's done now. Sorry, what's happening?
Well, not a lot yet. I was just looking at the funding rate for Bitcoin.
I was going to ask you about that actually.
Yeah, because it's very much in the red, isn't it? And doesn't that usually mean that there's probably going to be a short squeeze?
Yeah.
And more to the high to the max or whatever.
What are you actually looking at that on? Sorry, I'm late.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, CoinGlass.
Oh, okay, all right, you can see it there. Does that give like an average of all exchanges, or was that?
Don't know.
Okay,
just brought it up. I seem so. But it's. I could scroll up. Yeah, across major exchanges. So
okay. Because I've got like Bitunix open here where because it varies between pairs as well. So the BTC USD one is minus 0.007, and the BTC. Hang on.
It's on this side, isn't it? Yeah.
What's that? Sorry.
I was mumbling. It's right. So the actual rate is on this side. I was looking over that side.
Right, and then the one on the BTC USDT pair is actually 0.0032. So it varies even within an exchange between, the different kinds of BTC pairs as well.
Yeah. So Bitcoin is on a knife edge. In other words,
it's going up right now, which is great because I'm in a couple of longs.
Yeah.
So right, sorry. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So, in fact, okay, yeah. This is also kind of interesting. So this does tie into that a bit in that we've got on the RSI, we have bearish divergence. This is on the daily. So we kind of got. I was going to delete these and draw them in on the live stream, but I just forgot that I was going to do that. But there you go. They're there. So it's that and there's that. So very much just got a higher high, but I think Bitcoin does seem like maybe it's on the verge of running out of steam on its upward climb, and that's kind of shown a bit in that bearish divergence on the RSI. So actually, I could probably bring in good old quads on that as well. I mean, back there, Quadzilla is on its momentum oscillator is kind of starting to signal that things might be running out steam-wise. And in fact, also looking at that, so we've got a bullish retracement level there, bearish retracement level there. The 50% level, the fair value zone, is virtually bang on where the price is. The price is already topped a little bit, but generally kind of hit the ceiling at that point. Doesn't want to break up into the sort of premium zone, which it would need to do to continue on upwards. I guess we're doing the TA slightly early on this, or just a quick intro type thing. But in terms of the Bitcoin being on knife edge and so on, and the funding rate varies, like you're saying, from exchange to exchange, whether it's even positive or negative, really, is reflected in this, isn't it? Because it's, I think a lot of people now are probably expecting this to be the top, and starting to put in their short orders, And yeah, so, but that does rather suggest that we might see a bit more pumpage there going into the weekend and over. That level, which is 78.6, is going to be the key level. If we can get if we can close the daily, I think, above that level, that would be a very positive sign for, there's life in the old dog just yet, and so on. So yeah, I'm sure we'll come back to that shortly. So you still there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, I
just need to wake up. Save, come back.
No, it's just so complicated about this car thing, because, like, sorry, probably no one needs to know that, do they? But no, because I didn't have my driving license with me in Watford, I got my mate to hire the car, and then I added myself as a driver when I got down to Devon, sort of thing. But now I've called them and I've said, but I want to take it back in Devon, not Watford. And they said, okay, there's an extra fee for that. And we have to charge that to the card that the booking was originally made with. So that's going to be my friend's card. And I was like, right, so there's money going to come off his card now, and I need to give him some money. So I was thinking, like, I need to let him know. I need to find out how to pay him before that comes off his card, because I don't even think it was his card. I think it was his missus's one.
Oh yikes! Okay. So
anyway, so for sudden, all of a sudden, like,
even more complicated.
Yeah. So I was just thinking about that. Actually, I was thinking, yeah. So sorry, I was miles away.
Yeah, no worries. I can sort of understand that, because I mean, it's thinking like, how is this going? So that's so well, so rubbish, really. That so they won't let you just supply a different card for that.
No,
that fee.
no, they won't. Yeah.
It's like, oh, can we just do this different thing? No. It's just that.
I mean, normally it's like, yes, you can, but there'll be a £200 surcharge for it. But it wasn't even that. It's just like, no, we can't do it.
Like service fee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so hello, Kaz. Just saying, hi. How's the new car? If it hasn't been mentioned already. Oh no, don't get him started on the new car.
It looks pretty.
So I have to confess, I missed your last video where you were talking about buying Bitcoin. Buying your car with Bitcoin and so on. So what happened with that?
I didn't buy my car with Bitcoin because the guy wanted a bank.
Oh, is that the spoiler? Okay.
That was the spoiler. Yeah, the spoiler was I didn't.
Yeah.
And I was thinking,
I guess, to be honest, the fact that the title for that video was a question, isn't it? Did I buy a car with crypto?
Yeah, and the answer was no. But I was thinking, how would I do it if I did want to do it with crypto? Right? No. So the guy wanted a bank transfer. The only way I could think of doing it, this is the most simple way I could think of doing it, would be to I take my Bitcoin winnings from Bitunix. I don't want to transfer it to a bank directly because that's no KYC and all that. So I don't really want to KYC myself. So I'd probably move the Bitcoin from there to ByBit, because on ByBit I've got a virtual card. At which point I would use my business account, right, my UK business account, and I would like raise an invoice to myself for the money, right? And then I'd use the ByBit card to pay that invoice, right? Which then would go into my business account. Then I'd have to like either do a transfer from there to the guy to buy the car, which would probably be the most straightforward way, or I'd have to transfer it from there, like pay myself a dividend from the company, and then use that money to transfer to my private account and then do a transfer from there. That's the only way I could think of doing it, which is why we need that bloody GBP account on Tap Global, because with that I could have done a thing where I just put Bitcoin on the account and then actually done a bank transfer, because the idea is we will be able to do, apparently, third party transfers out and in.
Yeah, which would be very nice.
So that would have worked. Of course, it'd be much easier if the guy just said, yeah, give me point whatever Bitcoin, and I could have just done that. straight from Bitunix, couldn't I?
Isn't our kind of crypto bros power fantasy world, isn't it? That's that you just go to some place, some private seller of their car. It's just like, oh yeah, I could do that. I like Bitcoin, and it's almost a sort of like the porn music, the bow chicken wow. So they start to play. They do the Bitcoin transfer. It's like everybody's willing, you know.
It's not even that though. I did a job last year for a I did a job for a kind of it was a Russian. It wasn't even gambling. I wasn't quite. It was a very shady sort of Russian website, and I did a job for them. And the guy said, "Can I pay you in Bitcoin?" I was like, "Yeah, right." You know, and it was just done instantly. You know, and it's like, in fact, he actually paid straight into my ByBit account. So
yeah.
So but that was just done straight away, and then there it was. Done my little job for the Russians.
Yeah, I'm just showing a sneaky ad actually. Just thought, well, while I'm here, I'll get something out of this. You know? So if you're kind of if you're liking what you're watching, if you're not liking what you're watching, whatever, just regardless, really. So I don't know why I mentioned it, but do check out Mafftopia here on YouTube and on X.
Are you supposed to be showing a Mafftopia page there?
I'm showing a banner.
Oh, there at the bottom. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But you're right, actually. Yeah. Why don't I show that?
Well, I normally you've got your mafftopia.com thing up, haven't you?
Yeah. There's not that. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Where do? There we go. So yeah, do check out Mafftopia. There's actually mafftopia.com, and from there you got a bunch of links. Rumble is around somewhere. I do need to update this. I was also thinking about because at the moment this whole website is really just a landing page with a bunch of blurb that you can read if you want to. I mean, overall the thing is obviously like fascinating science and technology news, and like regular-ish videos on YouTube and updates on X and so on. But I was thinking like just put more stuff here, especially to do with the crypto. Ooh, bing bing. Sorry. Especially to do with crypto stuff as well. Just I don't know what though, but something that's relevant. It's going to be to do with the AI trading stuff, isn't it? With Quadzilla and all that side of things. Actually, I'll take the banner off now. But yeah, I have to give some thought to that. So I'm still putting together this video that's taking ages to do, where I was talking about like vibe coding the Bitcoin cycle highs and lows indicator, which is now available on TradingView. Just search for Bitcoin cycle highs and lows. But there's a video to go along with that about kind of creating it and all that stuff. So that'll be out either later today or just over the weekend. So if you do get subscribed to Mafftopia, then you'll see that when it arrives, and then there'll be a whole bunch of follow-up videos and related things. But yeah, so just something to add into here would be good, I think, so that this isn't just a landing page. There's other stuff, you know. Anyway, that's that. Just what should we talk about next?
Oh, what's that?
Oh, look at this! Ooh, yeah. While we're doing adverts and stuff, do take a look at Quadzilla if you're not already a Quadzilla aficionado. It's a premium indicator that gives you all of the good things when you're trading, all of the edges. It's got sharp edges. So check that out, and it very, very quickly pays for itself and then starts printing money. We both here regularly use Quadzilla because it's kind of like the trading base, the TA base, and then just kind of build out as needed from that, really. Sorry, my phone keeps binging. It's actually a work thing. So would it stop binging if I just turn it upside down? I'm wondering if should I actually be ignoring that too much? But yeah. Let's have a look at the liquidation heat map. I realise we're slightly all over the place today with
That's my fault.
Looking at different things, but hey, yeah. Let's refresh. And yeah, so just on the 24-hour, suggests potential upside, doesn't it? So where are we at? What is the price at the moment?
It's actually just gone up loads. It's 78,120.
Ooh, lovely. Okay. It's probably heading towards this liquidity just around there, and some lovely liquidity all the way up there. It's at around 79.2, because I think, oh yeah, and tops out at 80. So I think 80k has been sort of touted as the probable top for this current pump, but just how long it takes to get there. Is it going to be a rapid pump up and then like big drop? Because there was also the whole thing about wasn't Trump going to be making another announcement like later on today into the close of the US markets, and then following that, I think some whale had placed some big like short positions or something on those lines in anticipation of that. Although they normally do that like moments before the close of the market, don't they?
On a Friday.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that may have been a bit of a kind of diversionary thing, but it's so difficult to tell. It becomes like was it 3D chess or whatever? Just in terms of like trying to guess what's on an insider trader's mind. So yeah, but then again, when they show the same pattern, don't they, at the end of every week? But the trouble is, you keep expecting that at some point that they'll recognize that everyone's clocked onto that pattern, so they'll kind of do the opposite to catch everyone out. Or will they? Will they assume that everyone's cottoned onto that now and catch everyone out by just doing the same thing again?
Yeah, it is. Is that what 3D chess is like?
I've never played 3D chess.
Neither have I. But you
have to watch episodes of like old episodes of Star Trek, I think, to get the thing. So, what should we do? Oh, should we do the TA jingle? Seeing as we're getting into doing the TA.
Yeah, we probably should do actually, because that's my job, isn't it?
Moo indeed. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. Sorry, that's meant to be the mic. No, it's my job, isn't it, to switch to.
Hey.
Right. Yeah. So, do you want to do a bit of TA, or shall I?
Hey. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm being a bit lazy, aren't I? Yeah. Why not? Hang on a sec. Let me just. Well, what I'll do is I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. Let me just. Oh, hang on. Let's get the chart. Right. Okay.
Sure. Hey, Nick.
Right.
Welcome.
StreamYard. Blah blah blah. Right. So, share screen. So it is that one there. Let me just close down a few tabs where I've been talking to enterprise cars and all that, and booking a hotel in Manchester, and yeah, no, I'm going to that SEO conference again. I didn't think they wanted me there, but oh, Bitcoins, go for it. Didn't think they wanted me there.
Sorry, very random question, and I should probably ask this offline, really. But are you a fan of Rush, the band?
No, not really.
Okay, good. Right, that's fine then. Carry on.
Pourquoi? Why?
Well, so I got a spare ticket, but I think my daughter might take it anyway. But
Yeah.
because she was going to listen to some Rush songs, but I did say to her that it's fine if she doesn't like them, because women generally are just genetically unable to like Rush. I think it's just how it is.
Is that because of the weird time signatures?
I'm not sure what it is. It's just that any Rush concert, that there generally just isn't a single woman there. It's bizarre. Yeah, for other rock bands like AC/DC or whatever, or like, I suppose, because Bon Jovi is like mum rock, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
And but Rush is just like not that at all. It's just like you either find them very, very addictive, or you just think like, that's terrible.
Do you like them?
There's no middle ground, really.
Do you like them?
Yeah, I really like them. Sometimes it veers into like math rock in a way, doesn't it? Because like,
have you seen Angine de Poitrine? That's, oh man, it's like, oh god. I've got to have a slight detour here. Hang on a sec. Let me. They're two dudes from Canada. I think they're like on. Yeah, and they're on. Yeah, so the two blokes from Canada, from Quebec, so they speak French and all that sort of thing. And Angine, let's share that tab. So Angine de Poitrine is, so it looks like a sort of a girl's name actually, but it's actually to do with a heart condition, to do with angina.
So a bit like the Cardiacs band.
I suppose so, actually.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'll just play a little bit. I don't
careful of the copyright strike.
Hang on. So that I better not play too much, should I? So.
Yeah. That's actually very Cardiacs. It's like this French.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, and
les Cardiacs Français or something.
That's quite cool that you know the Cardiac. That's quite good. But this. But what you may notice, and may even hear, is that this double neck guitar this guy's playing, and double neck guitar and bass. See, there's millions of frets there, right? And there's millions of frets there. So it's actually a microtonal guitar and a microtonal bass, which means you've got notes in between the semitones. So
that's amazing.
So consequently, it sounds strange. Like there's basically notes that don't normally exist in there, and apart from them looking really weird, the time signatures are just completely odd. I mean, I've watched a few videos where people have tried to analyze what's going on, and it's just incredible. And the way it works is like, this guy with the double neck thing, he's just got a pedal board with a looper on it, so he'll kind of like get a riff going on the bass guitar, and then he'll sort of play the guitar bits over the top, sort of thing, and then he'll sort of like do a bit on the guitar, get that looping, and then do a bit more bass, sort of thing, and just kind of swap between doing that, and it all layers up and gets really, really super heavy, and it's brilliant. I think they're Spotify's fastest growing band ever, and you can see here this live on KEXP. This is one of the the biggest ones. This has been out 2 months. It's got 12 million views already.
Blimey.
But it's weird. I've actually listened to so much of them now that normal music sounds really boring. Like
I know what you mean. It's just Because also it's like, so there, you feel like there are so many notes packed in that you feel like you're getting good value for money.
Yeah, well, it's I don't know, but they're doing like live gigs and stuff like that, and I don't know,
Yeah.
just really weird. I watched this interview with them. It was in French, but had subtitles. And they were talking about the hardest part about traveling live is taking the costumes with them, and like how do you fit that sort of like hat thing, you know, and that
Yeah.
one
It's not
into
a flat pack.
yeah, into a suitcase. So they've actually had them redesigned so that they all fold up now.
Okay. Yeah.
That's an important part of their gear, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
definitely
yeah,
important sort of practical concern. Yeah, for that.
but yeah, one of the most fun things I've seen for a long time. And if you're into like weird time signatures and stuff like that, it's
And I guess sort of shifting time signatures as well. And like
well,
trying to
yeah,
keep that going on.
yeah. And I kind of thought actually it might be a sort of thing where, like, you know, because the guy starts off playing a riff on the guitar and then he loops it, and then you know, is that intentionally? Did he loop it after like 7 bars rather than 8 or 4 to make that kind of thing? But then I watched them live and they do it exactly the same as that, you know. So it wasn't even improvised. It was like that's how the song was written, you know. It's incredible.
I guess if you know music theory, which I don't, to be honest, but you obviously do. But then you probably you also get a lot more out of it in that case.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, but yeah,
So you kind of recognize these things going on.
Yeah,
So,
but I think they're going to be huge. Well, they're pretty huge already, actually. But yeah. Anyway, I should talk about crypto, really, shouldn't we? Anyway.
Oh yeah, there is that. So yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So this is all very cool. So what I did this morning was I was doing my usual thing where I had TradingView open on the 1 minute, 3 minute, and 12 minute time frames with Quadzilla, obviously. And I was sort of lounging around in bed fairly early this morning. No, late this morning because my daughter didn't go to college till late, and I kind of like saw this little dump down here, and this was really good because like it was looking like a nice big dump. You know, we'd seen this retracement here, the red one there. Like a bearish one from about 10 o'clock, and then it went one down there. So you kind of know it'll probably go back up there at some point, you know. And so I what did I do? I basically it's a bit hard to see this small actually, but I want to keep the 3 up. So I'd kind of noticed yeah, the convergence band going pretty low there, and then around about the same time on the 3 minute we were starting to get a few green bars in the momentum oscillator down there, right? And then just more recently, started to get these green backgrounds here on the 12 minute. So so the convergence band had come right down here, got a bit of space there, which, by the way, I was thinking about. I need to find a way how to tell Claude about that as well, because I think that's a good sort of you know, catapult signal, if you like, isn't it? You know.
Yeah. So I think what we probably want to do is actually put just compile a series of rules on that sort of thing. Actually, put them onto the tutorial page on Medium,
Right.
and maybe on there actually provide like just a JSON file, because obviously AI models kind of love JSON formatted things, you know, structured data and so on. They chow down on those. So you could just probably provide one of those as a download or something, or put it in the Discord. You know, just join the bloody Discord, you people. Download it from there.
Oh, what are you going to say then? I'm loving it.
Yeah, well, I was wondering as well. Run through a few things. All of them complimentary, but yeah.
So anyway, so bearing that in mind, my entry this morning was well, I've got 2 actually. The big one is 77468. So let's just put that in. So that's where's my? Sorry, it's a bit of a mess, all this. So 77. 468. That's entry. Well, what's today? 20. So it's still April, but it's lovely weather now. It's great, brilliant. I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's my entry there, right? You know, and that's rather nice, isn't it? Look, I did that.
Yeah.
I did that with Quadzilla, right? So from there, right now we're up 1%. Okay, I'm doing that on 10x leverage, with a lot of bit. No, it's not a lot of bit. Well, it's 0.2 Bitcoin actually. So I'm actually 0.02 Bitcoin in profit, which
Lovely.
is about
what's
that about? It's about $2,000 or something.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty. I think
not a bad morning's work actually, but
as long as you take the profit. You know,
well, I am tempted to actually. I'll tell you what I'm going to do today actually, because I put too much petrol in that little Fiat 500, so I'm going to go for a bit of a spin and just use a bit up. So
talk about getting your money's worth, I suppose.
Yeah, I thought although I'm tempted to siphon a bit off and put it in my lawnmower as well. Well, not my lawnmower, but my lawnmower petrol can that I used to top up my lawnmower, which is 5 litres or something like that. So anyway, but yeah, I might do that.
Worth a go. Yeah.
Right. That's so that's what I'm doing with Quadzilla. Right. So let's just make this as a single pane thing, so it doesn't look quite so messy.
One thing just to ask that though, just before you move on too far from that, because you were saying that you used Quadzilla for that, so particularly to get the entry. Was that?
Yeah, and it doesn't look like it from here, but I think what I did. Hang on, yeah. Oh yeah, because I went out at about 10:10, didn't I? So right, it just dumped down here, right?
Yeah.
And then we got the green background there. So I actually went long about there, and then it wiggled about a bit. So it was a little bit scary.
Yeah,
for a while.
sure.
So
I suppose because there wasn't a super up, but there were 2 green backgrounds in a row, green bars in a row.
Well, there was that, I know, which is not much on the 1 minute, but they're going on the 3 minute. On the 3 minute, we had a green background there. So we had a couple of, so don't call them backgrounds now, the green bars. We had a couple of green bars there. Okay, last one being a bit more intense, and then the 12 minute. I suppose I should have put in the time that that happened, shouldn't I? Hang on, let me just have a look at the time. What time did I open that? That was it was about, it says 10:40. It couldn't have been 10:40 because I'd have been out then. Oh, it's probably 9:40 because it's, oh no, UTC +1. Hang on, which one am I looking at? Sorry, did that wrong actually. Looking at the wrong one. Yeah, 10:10 it was this morning. So 10:10. So it actually was about there. So yeah, it was basically I'd seen the 2 green backgrounds on the 1 and the 2 green bars on the 1 and the 3 minute time frames, and then I saw the bit of airspace as the convergence band went below there on the 12 minute, and I think that's when I went long, and then and then these green bars started to appear here on the 12 minute, which made me quite happy, and the rest is history,
as they say. Yeah, because quite a useful thing actually with the green bars and so on, because they're obviously based, that they're not based on what you can actually see on there with the convergence band, where it kind of like kind of in the lower part of the screen where it kind of shrinks, that converges down to like the size of a pixel, and because that's all kind of based on, of course, the average of the 4 the 4 stochastics momentum oscillator thingamajigs within there. But the green bars aren't based on that sort of shrinkage, on that particular sort of the convergence. They're of course based on the action of the individual 4 stochastics within there that aren't individually displayed, apart from the red one. So that's why sometimes the red or green bars appear, and they don't seem to be kind of in sync with the convergence. So you're actually getting, it's quite handy because you're getting two different readings from that essentially. So because sometimes if you go and switch on the display of the four stochastics, then you can kind of see exactly when the red and green bars appear.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's almost like we'd need some sort of indication or kind of separate alert or whatever for that narrowing down of the convergence band and that curving around in those particular conditions that you were talking about just then with the air gap and so on.
Well, when I was doing the stuff with the Claude AI, I mean, it knew about the two lines, like the average one and the fast one, you know. So the red one, let me make this bigger. So it knew about the red one and the green one. So it knew about both of those, right?
Yeah.
And so I suppose you could define this as like, you know, when they're both below the 20% line, and then you can do this sort of sloping up bit, couldn't you? You know, because you just say, is the value less than it was a minute ago, or on the last candle? You know, you could do that. So you could define the airspace bit, couldn't you? That way. Did that make sense?
Sorry, I just got distracted by a word chat.
By an ice cream van.
So essentially, it's just defining those rules really, because the like the 80% and the 20%, because of course they you can define that, you can set that, you can configure them in the settings, like if you wanted to put those at different levels. But then the alerts is probably with, and this is maybe a slight, is it a digression or is it the point? I don't know. But if you had a quick look in the I suppose the settings and the alerts, or if you like, I could show that rather than
yeah, you do it, because
sure. Okay, let's just quickly digress.
So I did have a quick look in the Discord as well. I was quite interested in what Kaz was talking about as well, about those. Was that what you're going to mention or not?
Yeah, it was. I think so.
Cool.
I posted a reply to that. I'd had a whiskey and it was quite late last night. So I wasn't exactly drunk. It was only one whiskey, but enough and the end of a day to kind of fuzz up my mind a bit. So I'll read what you were saying, Kaz, a bit more carefully today. And but it sounds like we're kind of covering that, I think. So essentially, I think the settings are still there. I didn't take them out at some point. It's under change these at your peril. But the extreme overbought levels you can set, it says 80 and 90 and 20 and 10. So you can kind of change those if you want to. Like say we change that, you see that white horizontal line there. If I change that to 60, then it's all the way down there now. It's essentially that, and the low one there, you can, if you want to, you can change those. 800. I don't know if I particularly recommend changing them because they are a bit sort of tuned. And then there's other stuff that's based off those that would then also be affected in some possibly unexpected ways. But the settings are there if you wanted to have a play around. Just be very careful when you do that. They also actually affect the retracement levels. So you could even have the stats up for that, for the retracement levels, and where's that? There, wave there randomly, and see how those are affected when you change these settings. And but with that, then if we go into the alerts, so I think this is something else you were mentioning, Kaz, wasn't it? That So under condition, I think that's always been there, but yeah, I think it's just kind of based on whatever obviously indicators you got. It's just like, it's not really condition, it's just like based on indicator, it should say. So prices, well, price is a kind of indicator, isn't it? Price action. Then from Quadzilla, what are the relevant ones? So super down, super up. I suppose, yeah, the red bar and the green bar. So in a way, that's code for just when the 4 stochastics turn, or some combination thereof, kind of turn, like they go up into overbought, for example, and start to turn curve round, then you get a red bar, full height red bar coloring in there. If all 4 of them do that, then it's a super down, because they're all kind of in confluence, they're in cahoots, and you get that. So but yeah, what we obviously don't have at the moment is an alert for what we're talking about here, like with these. Trying to find an example, really. Yeah, like here. So because this here, yeah. So we don't have an alert for this convergence band, which is the mulched up combined sort of combination of the 4 stochastics. So we don't have an alert for when the convergence band itself converges, and then it's kind of basically the weighted average line, which is the white line, and the fastest stochastic, which is the red line, when they start to like combine and curve round, because that actually gives you a earlier signal than the red bars and the super downs, and obviously the converse for the other way around. So like here, for example, so I mean, yeah, I suppose you do need to be cautious, because sometimes it can be a bit too early. You could see this happening and then think, well, okay, are we going to see a change in the price direction now? Which we do, tops out, then starts to come down. This tells you about that kind of there, which is maybe a bit early, but then the red bar and then the super down occur, like, in the next bar and then the next bar. So it's like early warning, then it happens, then it really happens, and down the price comes. And in this case, the fastest moving stochastic kind of like comes down into oversold below the 20% line, curves round and heads back up. So, but the weighted average of the 4 stochastics is, of course, slower to react, because it's biased towards the slower moving ones. So that's still all the way up there. So, but still, that does give you the price action, a heads up on the price action in that kind of reversal. In this case, the price comes down and kind of bounces off the 55 EMA, which Quadzilla also shows. So that's really nice. So it's totally just like a combination of all these different things. So we could, if we define some rules for that, and then we can kind of give that to Claude or whichever AI they're using, probably Claude, so that then it can kind of do the read directly from TradingView through TradingView MCP and so on. So the new multi-condition alert apparently came out 3 months ago, but I've only just seen it. Oh, multi-condition. Okay, I have to have a look at that. Let's see. So I guess you can. It's effectively combine different indicators, I suppose, which is amazing if that's the case.
It is. It's really good. It's just like a logic thing, if that happens and that happens, and stuff, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Because I mean, of course, with Quadzilla, you got its multiple indicators in one anyway. So in a way, we've always kind of had that a bit. But I suppose, yeah. So yeah, because you could actually base it all on Quadzilla. So you could kind of say, retracement level is showing, and EMAs are angled in a certain direction, whatever, that sort of thing. Because we have got alerts on the we've got alerts on the EMA cross.
Yeah,
maybe expose some that are based on. Well, I suppose it. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Thinking lots of thoughts. Just, focus. God damn it. So
yeah, I mean, obviously it's with them all happening at the same time, isn't it? On the same candle as well.
Yeah.
So there is that as well. So yeah. So there's that.
Because I was just thinking that with the sort of AI part of this, where Claude is kind of reading TradingView and these signals that Quadzilla is showing, we don't necessarily need so much the alerts now, do we? I mean, obviously we still need them, but in the sense that you can actually do some quite complex things like that now. So, for example, we wouldn't necessarily need to add an alert for, the EMAs have all begun sloping up beyond a particular steepness rate of change. It could just be like, just tell Claude that's what you're looking for, and it'll watch for that.
Yeah.
Still nice to have the alerts that say like, oh hey, this so this is happening, like, come and have a look. But
yeah, the only thing is that with the Claude thing, it only actually reads it at that point when it runs.
Yeah, I think that's where the agentic aspect of it, the agentic aspect, where the agent comes into it. So the downside being that you'd use up all of your tokens, your token allowance for the day. That's your pocket money gone. So, but on the other hand, yeah. So you could maybe have it so, because you probably could set up something fairly elaborate. I don't know if that's necessarily good or bad, but you could tell Claude to just create for you a little sort of agent-like thing that I suppose it wouldn't be an agent. I think it would be an agent. So it could respond to a specific alert, like retracement level has started showing, and then so the little Claude thing, the little Claude bot kind of gets that alert, and then goes and looks at the EMAs, and then does something in relation to that. If the EMAs are doing what the rules say, then open a trade or don't open a trade or close a trade or whatever. So that kind of thing. So many bloody possibilities. That's the thing. I think we're still at this sort of start simple and see what's possible stage at the moment. But yeah, it's exciting. Going to build this thing out.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I was reading something written by a mate of mine who he's going. Did I mention I'm going to that SEO conference again in Manchester, the one I went to last year? Do you remember when I disappeared off to Manchester in June? I'm going to that again, and I was reading something by my friend James, who's one of the speakers there, and he was saying, because now, like SEO companies, search engine optimization, SEO companies are now using a lot of AI and stuff for, like, creating content, creating links, doing the kind of outreach to get links, all this kind of thing, and just generally, working out how to feed the AI of Google and stuff, to get better rankings. And he's saying, because of this, a lot of people are finding that the actual things for, like, say, like the Claude API and other API integrations are so expensive, they're actually finding that, like, multiple accounts is actually the cheaper way to do it. So he's actually saying that he can see, like, a whole new industry happening called something like token usage optimization. Which I thought, yeah, that's clever, actually, because at the moment, everyone's just like, just overfeeding the AIs, aren't they? And So it's going to become a whole industry of like, how can you create what you feed the AI more leaner, so you don't
Essentially,
pay
yeah.
more, so it doesn't
Yeah.
cost you so much to use it. And
Yeah.
no, it was
I think
interesting.
it's, yeah, because also like Anthropic are, I mean, there are signs that they're in a bit of trouble at the moment. Not, I don't,
Right.
they're not in a existential sense or anything like that, but just in the sense that their their business model is kind of always been based on these obviously subscriptions, but it was kind of based around, like, from a year or two ago, just that people would take out a subscription and get a certain number of tokens allowance, whether it's on the pro plan or the cheapskate plan or the business plan or whatever, and most people wouldn't use all of those up.
Right.
So I guess like coffee shops that's like dare to sell a subscription, they kind of probably assume the same thing, or like a gym
Gym,
membership.
yeah, gym's
Like
a
if
classic one.
everybody who's a member showed up on the same day, it'd be just like they'd be playing sardines, So it's never going to work. But in the case of AI, I think they really kind of, like Anthropic really kind of miscalculated just how many like how much usage people were going to get out of these things. They just didn't really take into account this sudden kind of rise of the machines, the agents and the bots and so on. So and that people are just like maxing out on their plans, on their subscription plans, and they don't have nearly enough compute power to kind of manage it all. So yeah, I mean, not our problem really, but they got that to contend with. I think like with Claude Code, they may have recently moved that out of the pro plan, but apparently people who've already got the pro plan unaffected, they still got Claude Code. But anyone who's just getting the pro plan probably won't have Claude Code, unless there's some just push back on that, some big reaction, and they reintroduce it. But they're all over the place at the moment, because I think they're trying to figure out how to just financially make it all work and just like provide enough compute power as well. So, yeah.
I'll tell you what amazes me. I was at my Lidl supermarket yesterday, and I noticed how many trolleys there are outside. There's like I tried to work it out. There's about 200 trolleys outside the supermarket. If they were all in the shop at the same time, you wouldn't be able to move.
Literal like traffic jam.
Yeah.
In the jam aisle, I guess.
So God knows what Lidl are expecting. Anyway, but no,
ambitious. Yeah.
It's all quite
Will
fascinating.
people be stacking them? They've got like 3 trolleys up on top or something, doing the monthly shop.
All I can think is that they just have a plethora of trolleys in the southwest of England, and they've just chosen my local Lidl to park them all, because there's quite a big trolley park, But I suppose with the AI thing, it's like it's probably like Google, isn't it? When Google started, they didn't have anything making any money at all, did they? And then it was only when they introduced AdWords, and they thought, oh, okay, we can have some sponsored ads, and that was when they started to make money. And immediately they made like billions because of that, because So I suppose it's something like that, isn't it? Where I mean, the idea of creating something, then having a subscription and hoping people will sign up for it, and saying it's only 60 quid a month, it's a bargain. That sounds familiar, doesn't
it? Yeah. So where are you going with this?
Well, that's actually really hard work, isn't it? But those early adopters will be rewarded. Right, I'm talking in code now, but never mind.
Yeah, I mean, with Google, because obviously that was also the point where Google really changed, isn't it? When they realized that I suppose suddenly they had shareholders who realized that there was a fortune to be made here. but yeah, so they essentially turned an anchor into a unicorn or something. Alchemy, the introduction of AdWords. So, and I don't think these AI companies have found their unicorn spell just yet. So that I'm not sure if any of them are particularly making money from, like, or making a profit from AI just yet. It's all just like constantly building up and rebuilding mind share, just taking from each other and so on.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, the people really making the money are the ones who are renting out the data centers and the compute power and so on.
Yeah,
they're raking it in.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Cool.
Space Cat.
Hello.
Even normal grok for me is always saying it's on high capacity, so I can't use it for free. I do believe the future will be local LLMs and the models will start to be more efficient in smaller sizes. I think that's so true. Because local LLMs are already kind of at the stage where you can run a decent model like on your phone, and it'll have good knowledge and things, and a little bit slower, but yeah, so that's all very much there, and I think that's probably going to happen with kind of the likes of like with Claude Code and this whole thing about, we've got to pay this pro subscription. But if there's a decent enough, well-trained model that you're running locally and has its own kind of code or codex type thing that's kind of just there as well, then just use that to get essentially the same effect, to get its hooks into TradingView, assuming that TradingView leaves this open enough that we can continue to do that. So, but yeah, it's be interesting times anyway. Quite a philosophical kind of I don't know, just feel to today's live stream.
Yeah, well, it's I don't know. I'm quite fascinated in all this actually, sort of thing, and yeah, I must admit, this thing about this conference in Manchester, I was thinking, like, I'm actually quite bored with the old search engine optimization industry, and then I've kind of had a look into some of the people who were speaking and what they'd be speaking about, and there's so much like AI type stuff in it. I'm actually thinking, it's actually going to be really interesting, So yeah, I love it. I can see problems with it, but I do love it, and yeah, some interesting stuff.
Definitely, yeah. Might need to think about wrapping this up fairly soon.
Yeah, I actually need to go and sort out this money for this card with mates. Otherwise, he's going to get charged and not have any. Like, his missus is going to get charged, and she'd be like, "Oh my god, why is 128 quid come off my card?" And yeah, and all that. Anyway,
yeah, sort of. Oh, one thing I just noticed on looking at the view accounts, that the vast majority of people are actually watching on X, on the Save with Crypto channel.
That is weird.
We've got a few people on YouTube, but mostly on X. Nobody's watching on X on the Mafftopia channel. If you wouldn't mind just heading over there and just obviously it's a bit late now to start watching on there, but just follow if you don't mind, please.
Was there anybody earlier or not?
Say again?
Was there anybody watching earlier, or did you notice?
I think it stayed on 0 on that, which is unusual. They're normally about half and half, so I'm not quite sure.
That's a bit strange.
What's happening there? I'm wondering if I've been shadow banned in some way, because I noticed like posts I put out on there are getting like literally no traction at all, whereas they used to do a lot better.
That's weird.
So yeah, I need to go and try and figure out why that is. The whole process is so like opaque, though, isn't it? Just
I mean, it might have been to do with the my title being a bit irrelevant today, because it was.
Well, no, you got people watching.
Yeah, not many though, but but the thing, like, my car died last Friday, and it's probably not what people want to know about. I didn't actually answer Kaz, did I? Kaz said how's the new car?
Right.
The new car's cool actually. I only actually taxed it this morning, but yeah, it's good. It's a Citroen C4 Cactus. It's the good thing is it's it's not as big as my old one, which I didn't need it to be that big. So it's a
Mhm.
it's a kind of the right sort of size. 'Cause it's not like I've got 4 people in my family now, because one of them's dead and one's left home, so it's mostly just 2 of us. So
Mhm.
so I don't really need a family car, do you? I can't now. I need a single parent car.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
good. And 20 quid road tax, whereas my Jeep was 225.
That's really the difference.
Yeah, yeah, because it was like a 2
God,
liter
yeah.
2 liter diesel,
Okay.
and old and 4-wheel drive and all that. And this Cactus does 60 miles per gallon apparently. So that's cool. So
Yeah.
anyway, but I haven't driven it that much because I've still got the hire car, so I'm trying to get my money's worth out of that one first before I take it back
Yeah.
on
It's like you're
tomorrow
saying, you're
morning.
gonna take it out for a spin, do some handbrake turns on things.
Yeah, well, I just might go to the seaside really and
Yeah.
drive along the coast a bit, and
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
all that sort of thing. It's a nice day for it, isn't it? So
Oh, perfect, really. Yeah.
with that in mind, so thank you very much, everyone who is here. Thank you for coming along. We'll be back on Monday, I suppose. And I'll make more videos over the weekend than I did last weekend. That's for sure, because I didn't think I did. I
Yeah.
didn't
Oh,
do
actually, let
any.
me just bring up the thing there. Very quick mention of this again, actually. Do head over to maftopia.com. There's not much there at the moment, but it will link you through to YouTube/Maftopia and x.com/Maftopia, or just go straight to those. Cut out the middleman. You'll get fascinating science and technology news, and a video coming up over the weekend, probably, if not before, about kind of AI vibe coding a TradingView indicator.
So
And
did you
a
make the
whole bunch of other
video?
things.
Did you make the video as you went along, or did you make it after you'd done it? And
It was after I'd done most of it.
right.
So then I kind of went back a bit, retrospectively, and then did a little bit more to fix a bug that I just kind of spotted in there.
Okay.
So got the AI to fix a bug, which is good. So you kind of see all that stuff.
So what are you going to have for the title? Is it going to be like, how to create your own trading indicators on TradingView?
Don't know, something like that. Something fairly clickbait, Yeah.
For people who don't know nothing about coding, yeah, something like that.
That kind of thing, yeah. Because what I did start to realize while I was doing that was because I was checking the code quite carefully at first, and then just kind of realized that it's basically it's got it covered. So I didn't really bother after that. I was just copy pasting what I had into the TradingView editor, because unfortunately you can't create can't easily create a direct link. So it can't vibe code in the sense that you're both looking at the same live code. In the case of TradingView, but hey, just copy and paste the whole thing, just plop it into TradingView, and that's fine.
Nice.
But yeah, so I was just like doing that without really checking the code. That slipped into that mode quite quickly, and then just kind of seeing what changed each time, coming back saying, "Oh, can you change this or that, or add this or that?" It's really addictive, vibe coding. I don't like the name. It's so like Gen Z, but I don't know if there's a particular alternative really that captures what you're really doing.
Don't know. It's sort of like prompt coding, isn't it, or something like that? I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But then it just sounds a bit prompt engineering, I guess.
A bit promptuous.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's brilliant.
have a promptuous Friday.
Yeah. Awesome. Right. Oh, look, Quadzilla again. Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
But this surreptitiously bring that up for the.
That's all right.
For the
which wasn't vibe coded. That was
no.
coded by hand by by Maff himself.
Yeah. There's blood, sweat, and tears went into that, and profits. I'm glad to say, profits came out of that. I don't know. And I'm forcing the metaphor a bit now, but get Quadzilla, and can't say that we guarantee it, but if you'll be making profits, basically, just go with that assurance.
I certainly am today, actually, which is really nice. Actually,
Yeah.
Almost don't want to go out. Almost want to sort of like just stare at the chart until New York Open, at least. Anyway, but anyway, yeah.
And of course, because we're starting to incorporate more and more AI type just stuff into not the indicator itself, because can't really do that in TradingView anyway, but into reading, analyzing, and responding to the signals, to the many signals that Quadzilla gives you, and suggesting trades from those, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I suppose what would be cool is if we had a definite set of things that you could use with something like Claude AI, and then we could sort of advertise it as being like Claude AI friendly, or like something like that. The idea being that you could get Quadzilla, come up with your own strategy ideas, and then we'd actually have a sort of syntax that you could use for prompts, saying like, to do that, tell it to do that, and that. So it would like very efficiently sort of like go off and do that. That might be quite a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
So that's the way it's going to evolve,
Yeah. Yeah, it's got me thinking now about that. Just got to update the Medium tutorial. Maybe create a separate one as well about AI trading with Quadzilla or something, and then we can kind of just turn that into a video or 2 or 3 as well.
I think that'd be really good. I think that'd be really of interest to a lot of people.
Yeah,
because everyone's kind of at it now, but no one's actually, I haven't seen anyone come up with like these are the steps to make this happen, and
to make money, essentially.
Yeah, here's a making money blueprint, using Quadzilla and Claude AI. We could probably do that, couldn't we?
Pretty much. Yeah. It's the sort of thing that would virtually write itself as well, because obviously we're basically doing that already.
So, yeah. So we just need to tell it how it's done.
Yeah.
It's almost the point of like, I think what I probably need to do is like when I've got a successful trade like this morning, is I tell it how I did it and what I was looking for. That's probably the way to go, isn't it? I think what I need to do now, I need to start making a few notes about what I was looking at on Quadzilla and the reason I entered, and then I might have a little session with you where we sort of say like, what's the best way to tell it to do that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm basically around over the weekend. We could probably just catch up on that. I mean, for today as well, to be honest. Just so.
Okay.
Yeah. Whenever works, just catch up and.
Let's do that, because I think that would be well worthwhile. And I think we'll have a topic that I think people will like, and hopefully that'll get some more people to the channel and get more people liking the streams and the videos. Which brings me to my last point. Can you make sure you've liked the live stream and you are subscribed and all that? And I'm going to go because I need to sort things out. And thank you so much for coming along today, Maff. And thanks for starting the stream because I was like, okay, that's why I've been doing writing thing. Oh, nice one. Yeah, nice one, Kaz.
Yeah.
Robs.
Oh yeah, Robs.
Oh, thought you're getting robbed by something,
Wait, no, got the technicals on the robbing.
Right, definitely going to go. Right, have a great weekend, everyone, and thanks for coming. And bye.
Bye.
Oh, hang on.